A royal fan in Wales has made a cheeky but well-meaning joke to King Charles III by handing him a pen while he greeted well-wishers yesterday. The humorous gesture came after the new monarch had a series of run-ins with rogue stationery that left him frustrated. The new monarch had been in Cardiff to address the Senedd for the first time as king, as part of a wider tour of all 4 nations of the United Kingdom. It was in Northern Ireland earlier this week that the latest occurred, when King Charles found himself at Hillsborough Castle, south of Belfast. His Majesty's pen leaked on his hand during a signing ceremony. Once realising, the king stood up angrily to find a handkerchief, giving the pen to Camilla, the Queen consort. She remarked, "Oh look, it's going everywhere." The pen was then removed by an aide and another used. Read more. No pen problems. King Charles brings his own pen after past fiasco. Footage of the monarch greeting people in the Welsh capital shows him being handed a black biro. Image, Getty. Read more. Essential part of King Charles III's coronation. On standby, the king said, "I can't bear this bloody thing. It's all they do every stinking time." The awkward moment was caught on camera, becoming the latest after an encounter with a pen tray at his accession council. Royal watchers in Cardiff must have taken note, as footage of the monarch greeting people in the Welsh capital shows him being handed a black biro. In the video, shared on social media, King Charles can be seen accepting the pen quizzically, before a woman in the crowd can be heard clarifying, "Just in case." Users who saw the video said Charles had taken the British humour in good spirits. Image, TikTok. Thankfully, the king appeared to have calmed his earlier frustration and saw the funny side of the gesture, hanging his head in laughter. Users who saw the video said Charles had taken the British humour in good spirits. In Northern Ireland, the king also admitted he had got the date wrong when signing a document, adding to the official nightmare. A prior incident occurred at the formal accession council meeting to proclaim Charles as monarch, where the new king was irked by a pen tray left in his way while signing the accession documents. Don't miss, Beatrice and Eugenie watch as Andrew and King leads Queen coffin vigil. King Charles III meets families of Aberfan disaster. 56 years on, 2 women sexually assaulted while queuing to see Queen lying in state. The king stood up angrily to find a handkerchief, giving the pen to Camilla, the Queen consort. Image, PA. The king said, "I can't bear this bloody thing. It's all they do every stinking time." Image, PA. Read more. National Memorial for Queen could be built in Scotland for monarch. After signing one document, King Charles shifted an inkwell before gesturing for the pen tray to be removed so he could sign the second. His Majesty appears to have learned from his earlier mistakes, reverting back to his own reliable stock of stationery when it next came to signing official documents. Signing the visitors' book at Llandaff Cathedral yesterday, the monarch passed over the pen beside the book for his own from his breast pocket, which he then handed to Camilla. However, footage of him signing the visitors' book suggests he used a fountain pen instead of a black biro. The King and Prince of Wales stopped by the queue to see Queen Elizabeth's coffin lie in state. Image, Getty. King Charles travelled back from Wales to be in London today for a series of engagements ahead of the late Queen Elizabeth's funeral on Monday. Charles and Camilla were joined by William and Kate, the new Prince and Princess of Wales, for a lunch with the Governors-General of Commonwealth realms from around the world. While the new king became the new head of the Commonwealth following a meeting of leaders in 2018, he will have to strengthen the bonds built by his mother at a time when cracks are beginning to show. The king departed Buckingham Palace for a tour of the Special Operations Room of the Metropolitan Police ahead of the funeral. Trending there, he thanked emergency workers for their efforts ahead of the massive state funeral, policing morning events and public processions. In between meetings in a busy schedule, the King and Prince of Wales managed to stop by the queue to see Queen Elizabeth's coffin lie in state at Westminster Hall. The two were greeted with shouts of "God Save the King" as they asked mourners near Lambeth Bridge how long they had been there and whether they were warm enough. Prince William was overheard telling one man, "She wouldn't believe all this, she really wouldn't. It's amazing."